Brought to you by Fibre Fresh.
Hi, I'm Jodie Hartstone, Grand Prix dressage rider and proponent of academic horse training. In this episode, I'm going to talk about habituation. Habituation is simply the horse getting used to things that perhaps frightened him in the past, but he just gets used to things and learns to cope. This horse, for instance, has habituated to having a bit in his mouth, to wearing a bridle, a saddle, and having girth pressure, having a rug on, and even living in a stable. And nearly most importantly of all, he's habituated to prize givings. Good boy. These are things that may have frightened him at the start of his career, but through training for habituation, he's just got used to things and learned that they're no longer scary. As humans, we can habituate to road noises, for instance. If you live beside a highway, the first few nights you move to that house, you may not be able to sleep, but gradually you just forget about it. It just slips into the background and we don't care anymore. We get a good night's sleep. One way to habituate horses is through gradual habituation. For instance, you could tie plastic bags to the fence in his paddock where he grazes, and eventually he would get over the sight and sound of plastic bags rattling. By far the quickest way to habituate a horse, though, is to keep his legs very still. For instance, when you get him used to a saddle for the first time or a rug, it's best to do it in an enclosed space where his legs can't run. If he can't run away, he soon forgets to be scared and learns to cope with things. That's how hobbling works, for instance, or why Native American Indians used to get on their horses in swampland, because if the horse couldn't run away, he soon got used to being ridden. By far the quickest way to habituate horses is through a process called overshadowing, which we're going to be talking about in another episode. I'm Jodie Hartstone, and thank you for watching this episode of Equine TV. We'll see you again soon.
Brought to you by Fibre Fresh.